Yo, what is up you guys? So in today's video we're going to try something a little different. So I'm going to show you this little trick I use every now and then to kind of test my material. So it's something I call the vocal melody progression test. It's a mouthful, but it kind of helps me just familiarize myself with my writing style. And so really what this helps you do is kind of figure out if you have a vocal track or an instrumental track and how to write better towards either one. So the main purpose of this is it's a self-criticizing type of technique to use. So in this, we really are just going to take a vocal loop, something that is kind of close to what we might want. The vocal loop is not really important. We're just using that as sort of a reference. And what we're really listening to is if we have clarity between the melody and a vocal, see if things, don't clash. So really that's kind of hard to teach. That's just something that kind of comes with taste and with someone's style or whatever. So that comes down to taste. And again, that's what's great about this technique is it kind of helps you build that up yourself, whatever you like. So let's just get started with that. All right, so we're back in the writing session. So if you're not familiar with this, it's just a huge ass session where I have like 700 bars of just music ideas. And it's just a quick way to just really get your writing skill kind of developed more, just because you're writing so much that it's easier just for you to go, okay, well, this is better, this is not, this is what I'm good at doing, this is what I'm not. And by taking a vocal loop into this, just as a reference to play against those things, now we've added another dynamic of kind of listening in a little bit more critically. And if we just listen to a loop, it's not even that crazy of a loop, it's just something that's really simple, but by using it over and over and over with different progressions, I really start to become really familiar with the types of things that will and will not work. So this is the loop right here. So really standard Vengeance loop. Really don't care what it sounds like, what the vocal is. I just use it to kind of compare that against my progression. So now if we listen to everything together, that gives me a good idea of the kind of musical idea I have. And I also apply this in some of the releases as well, so like this. So if we were to now take all this out, this loop, and just play it now we can start to feel like, feel a little bit more like an instrument track. But the funny thing is, by testing it out like this, I realized, well, now this part that I thought was pretty good as an instrumental track, obviously the first 4 bars, that sounds good by itself, but these 4 bars, now that I take out the vocal loop, now it really sounds like it's missing something. And that's something I would have not thought before. So again, this kind of shows you a lot of different things that you don't think of when you're writing. So now by adding this back in, I figured out that this progression works good without a vocal, and then the same progression in a release part really does need a vocal. So it's kind of just helping me figure out my song structure. Like my chorus is good, just being a big instrumental thing, and my releases or breakdowns or whatever you want to call it work well as a vocal piece. So now if I play all this together, now I have more of a thought out track before I've even started making it. So on a side note, the thing is when I'm writing a lot of these progressions, even if I'm writing them to be really complex and more suited towards an instrumental track, or I'm writing them to be simple with the idea of vocals over it, I really don't know until I test it. I mean, I can usually figure it out if I really think about, well, this is really complex and it'd be really hard to put something over this that's like a vocal. But the thing is, this is just an easy, quick reference, like, okay, well, let me just test it out with the loop and that will confirm the things I'm thinking and maybe show me things that I didn't think of. So we can listen to a couple more examples and really suggest you try this out. So this last one that we just heard is a really good example of something that I thought was a really good standalone piece of music. Something that I thought, well, this could be an instrumental riff. This could be just a part in an instrumental track, and it doesn't need a vocal over it or anything. The idea is there. But as soon as I tested it out with the vocal loop that I thought for sure wouldn't fit, sure enough, it surprised me that I was like, whoa, something could be there. Something, not this loop, but something could be there. And again, it's just kind of a weird way to show yourself what works and doesn't work and where you can take ideas, and while being self-critical. So that's really it. That's everything I want to show you guys here. Really play around with this. I really suggest you guys do something like what I have going on here, where I just have a huge ass writing session. So be sure to click up in this little white circle at the top of my video right here. Those are called circles, and I'll always have related videos in there for you guys to watch. So be sure to click there so you get a little bit more of an idea going of what I'm doing with this writing session. So I really suggest for you guys, or anyone really, just to kind of make a session like this where it's just a basic template for yourself to just go crazy with ideas and just explore what you want to put out. So thanks guys for watching, and of course, Lates.